Well, not welcome back. Welcome to my stream today of, Oh yeah, I have to actually click on the game to play it, that's right. I'll start that intro over. Hi, my name is Steve. I go by Sven on the internet. I'm, apologies, I just have a, no. Let me just do that. My name is Steve. I go by Sven on the internet. I'm the guild secretary and vice president of a little group called Extra Life Los Angeles. We are part of the wider Extra Life community, which is a charity organization that raises money for children's hospitals all across the U.S. and Canada. And as part of my fundraising campaign for Children's Hospital Los Angeles out here in L.A., what did I do? I made a fundraising milestone incentive for folks that if we made it past $500, I would play through all of Chrono Trigger and get all of the endings in the game. So that's what we're working on right now. And we're about I think about halfway through. I've got like 6 left. We're about to go do one now. Oh yeah, I haven't talked to this guy yet. Yeah, I just got here to the end of time in this playthrough. We've done all of the really tough ones, like all the really hard endings. I also did a full playthrough of the game where like I voiced all these dialogue lines. So that's on my Twitch channel and YouTube channels if you want to go back and watch me do my Dungeon Master GM thing where I, did voices for all these characters. They weren't very good, but whatever. Oh, it's coffee. It's morning. It's New Year's Eve. And I'm playing Chrono Trigger. What could be better? Yep, Pillars of Light. Yeah, he's explaining all this stuff to us. So where we are in the story is we just went to the future and found out that the world ended, and now we're here in the end of time because we tried to time travel with too many people. And now we're about to get, we're gonna go to leave, and he's gonna stop us, and then he's gonna make us go into this room, and we're gonna walk around the room 3 times because it won't let me teleport to a new time period until I do this. Talk to this guy. He's explaining the magic system of the game to us, which I've played through the game to completion twice already. But I still have to do this, and I gotta walk around the room 3 times. 1. That's 1 full. That's 2. And that's 3. No, I don't want to try it out. That's a waste of my time. Hey! To Medina Villa. Yes, okay. So this part. So I could have gone and fought Lavos there in the end of time. But I think it'll be more efficient in terms of playthrough if I play a little bit more before I go fight Lavos. Is he here? Yeah, he's here. I can go talk to him, say hello. Let me see what he's got on him. Man, nothing good. Nothing I need after having 2 players. Yep, there's a shortcut through the cave. Yep, yep. Yeah, gonna go here. Now I gotta fight these guys. I love this game, but I'm excited to be finished with it and to take a break from it, because I made a big mistake this year when I, not when I made these milestones, but when I planned out when I would start streaming them. I should have started way earlier in the year, because I passed $500 raised, like, back in March, I think? So... sorry, I have to actually play the game right now. So I could have started all of these back then, but I didn't. I waited until, like, October, November, and, you know, if I had spaced it out more, I could have played them in shorter spurts, you know, a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Instead, I ended up, you know, needing to play for, like, the whole week straight. Oh yeah, that's right. These just don't take physical damage. I'm like, that one does. I'm just gonna finish it. And then I think we go... this? Oops. Yeah, an interesting thing about the special endings in this game is that there's a whole clump of them. There's like 4 or 5 that all happen within, like, very, like, one event happens and then you go and play the ending and get an ending, and then, like, you go back and another event. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events all in a row if you go back and fight the final boss. After you get a different ending. Yeah, they don't have that many hit points, so I can just power through like that. It's probably not very fast to do it that way. I think these things... we'll see how tough they are. Not that tough. So many pointless fights. Can I hug the wall and not fight that thing? Okay, there we go. Yes, unlike Destiny, you can go in water in this game. That's an inside joke for all my fellow Destiny players out there. I'll explain for those of you who are, like, normal and have actual full and happy lives. In Destiny, there's a dungeon that just got added to the game where there's a area where if you touch water at all, you just die. which is fun. It leads to many like deaths that you would think would be oh, I'm gonna recover from this, I'm gonna be fine, and then you put a toe in the water and you just evaporate. Okay, gotta fight this guy. Oh, he has more than 700 hit points, huh? Alright, well here, take this. You know what? Forget you. We're using max level spells on this like 4th boss in the game. Forget this nonsense. Enough. You bore me. Yep. If we used the gate at the fairgrounds. Good old coffee. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna save out here. Me, the king of forgetting that I just hit the save button. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go through a gate. But we're gonna go through this one. Yeah, so I've done all the 2-person fights in the game. I did the final fight against the Dream Devourer, which is the additional boss they added, you know, for the, like, DS and, whatchamacallit releases. Oh, nice crit from Luca over there. Now, did I remember to put... Okay, I did put the canceling for the status effects on them all. Okay. Unbelievable. We don't have a choice. Well, you kind of got a choice. Okay. Hang on, I gotta do that. There's a way to do this properly and a way to not do it properly. All right. There we go. Must be Lavos. The doors of oblivion. Yes, there it is. Yeah, with 3 people, this fight is much more manageable. Oh. Fight should be over pretty soon. There we go. Dang, I was spot on there. I have done this fight a few times in the last few hours, even. Like, I slept a while, but it's not been that long since I did this fight. Yep. The reason we're all here. It's parasites sleeping within the air. Yep. This planet is our home. We're gonna fight it. We're gonna take it back. Impossible. Toy with the entire world and think I'll let you get away with it. Here we go. Yeah, now I'm getting kind of cocky and just just buffering attacks constantly. Actually, with the 3 people in the party, it might be more efficient to do it this way. Finally, something for Marley to do. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the fight is so fast with 3 people now. Okay. Okay. Alright, 5 more endings after this one. Let's get a little stretch in there. Oh, yeah. Coffee. Uh-oh. Nice. One of the people that I know through Extra Life here in Los Angeles just hit their $5,000 mark. Right under the wire. You love to see it. Congrats to Donna. I don't know if you watch my VODs. I don't know, but yeah, congrats if you watch these. Dun, dun, dun. This is a very cute one. I like this ending a little bit. I like all the endings in the game. I like everything about this game. That's the problem. It's like, I played it when I was little, and it broke my brain in a way, and rebuilt it, and now, like, I love everything about it, even though I recognize it. Maybe it's in terms of storytelling, it does kind of fall down a little bit, and it's a little bit of a simple tale. Like, there's not a whole lot to it. There's not a lot of character development that happens in it. There's not much to take away from it either. It's, it's basically, your typical, like, young person fiction where it's, oh, if you're young and you're persistent and you stick to it and you stick to your guns and you do all the right things, good stuff will happen. You can save the world. But, like, that's a good story to tell young people so that they're hopeful. But it's a story. It's, like, not real. It doesn't hook you as a grown person, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, while this is running, I'm gonna step away and top off my coffee. Get my headphones. Get my headphones back on. Get everything on there nice and good, all situated. Go like this, and then just skip this. Got that one. No. Turn to the title screen. Yes. Click, click. Load game. Yeah, okay. So now we continue the story where we left off. I gotta look up specifically like what I need to stop at for this next ending. Because that's the thing in this middle section of the game. It's very easy to accidentally do one step too far in your quest and miss an ending. Before I get the... Okay. So we gotta cross that bridge. So we gotta go this way. Then this way. Then this way. And then this is a scripted fight. You cannot get out of this part of the map without... There we go. Look at that. Running, running, running. I don't know why I picked that up. I already have 2 of them. Just the gamer instinct to consume, to acquire. Oh wait, no, not here first. Not here first. First we go here. We talk to this guy. Yeah, just I want to make sure I don't have to talk to him twice. Sometimes you gotta talk to people twice in this game. Nope, there. Into the mystical forest. What surrounds the castle? Haltu goes there. This guy again. Yeah, then we go over here. And we go down. We talk to everyone in here, I think. Yep. He's mad at his brother, who's the captain of the guard, and all this stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Kicks us out of his kitchen. And then as we go to leave... Yeah. Better come back alive. And we go here. Give him food. Hello? Okay. Pew, pew, pew. What happened? They've launched their attack. Well, now at least we won't be hungry and dead, I guess. I think I made that joke the first time I played through this. It's getting to be like that. It's getting to be like that kind of playthrough. Where it's going on long enough that I'm repeating jokes. Even though I just started today. Please don't freeze. Thank you, game. You know what? Wait, no, that's overkill. Big old boss fight. Well, not a big old boss fight now. Goodness. Alright. Yep, the counter got him. Alright, so now... Okay, I think that's enough, but just to be safe. I'm gonna go down here and talk to this guy, who's Tata's dad. Alright, so now... I'll save it down here. Yes, and then I'll go fight Lavos. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So the reason I'm doing it this way instead of going to the bucket in the end of time is the bucket in the end of time, you have to do like a boss rush before you get to Lavos' main form. And this way I just have to do the main form, I think. Hang on, I might... Yep. 1 second. Little problem with Chrome here. Uh-oh. Hang on, I'm gonna mute the game for y'all, so y'all don't have to listen to this. There we go. There we go. Unbelievable. Okay, yeah, that's about the time that transition should take. I'm a little bit worried because my, my Twitch is not. Hang on. Hang on a second. I gotta fix something, so I'm gonna be mute for a minute. Okay. You can just listen to this heartbeat for a minute. Okay, there we go. So now... Oh, I gotta actually click on the game to get it going. Let me go. I'll be right back. There we go. I love to did I unplug my headphones? Is that what happened here? Yes, that's exactly what happened here. Oh my goodness, what a morning. There we go. There we go. Okay. I will probably cut that out of the VOD. Doors to oblivion. Alright, PC is not running great today. I don't know what's going on with that. We're just gonna keep powering through. And if it becomes a worse problem in the next 30 minutes, I'll take a break and restart everything. With this party, it's actually good that it's focusing on Chrono because I can fully heal him with one spell. If we're spreading the damage around more, it would be less efficient for me. Oh, I did not. That could be not ideal for this next fight. I'm gonna just, it'd be funny if one time one of those counterattacks just killed him. Like he does that little hop over there and murks somebody, and then he just immediately gets taken down. There we go. I did say today would be like all downhill, and it is. Except for Chrome not behaving. And me pulling my headphone cord out of its jack, but other than that it's been pretty smooth sailing so far, I think. Da, 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 da. Hey, there's a bell. I guess that's what the future looks like when it's not destroyed by Lavos. It's exactly the same as it was before, all rusted out and stuff. But also there's a bell. Oh, hey, it's his future girlfriend, who is not very nice in the main playthrough of the game. That's maybe one thing that is a little odd, the aggressive gendering of the robots in this game. Oh dang, he became king. Oh, hey. Yeah, that one was always a bit of a head scratcher for me. That little stinger there at the end, where he shows up and it's us. I guess the implication is with Lavos defeated, Magus would never have appeared because the kingdom of Zeal would not have any. I don't know. I don't get it. Actually, that doesn't make any sense because we defeat him. Actually, no. We go to like the times eclipsed. It's all. I don't. Yeah. It's time travel. It's complicated. I don't fully get it. All right. Number 4, legendary hero. No. Yes. Load game. A hero appears. Yes. Okay. So now we go... I probably could have done this first too, but it's fine. We're gonna go talk to our buddy. Oops. Ah. Yeah, so we go talk to Frog. Okay. So, we... Oh, rock. Hooah. Go heat. Look at that happens. And I think... Yeah, the next bit is up here. Oops. Gah. I'm having the worst luck. Alright. Punched me and then just sat down. There we go. Okay. Ah. Cursed. I'm cursed. This is a cursed run. I made it up there, so I may as well up. Yeah, so we gotta do this dungeon and fight the boss at the end of it, and then we go fight Lavos again. Making okay time. I don't really need the gold. Oh yeah, that's right, this thing. This section. Does nothing to me. Yeah, so there's not really much to talk about with all these fights. They're just... I'm literally putting it on autopilot for these. Like, we can talk about the monster design. Like they're neat monsters. Like the idea of these guys with the hammers, that if you hit them with fire, they drop their hammer, is neat. But and they're cool looking and stuff. But at this point in the game, there's just it's kind of Oh, for real. Just ignoring that boy who's there showing off. Gotta fight these guys. Oh wow, I did not expect Chrono to get another level. This guy's just chilling. Oh, I've got a strength capsule. I'm probably saving that to give to Frog the next time I run into him, because strength doesn't really help Marley and Luca all that much. I may as well do a safety save here. Oh, heck yeah, speed capsule. Now those I need. Here we go. Now those two are the same speed. That's actually helpful. Wait, I think I just messed this up. Let me check something real quick. I'm glad I saved it right where I did. Oh no, I'm good, I think. I will do a second save after this, just in case, and just in case I've messed everything up here. Yep. Yes, true. Very true. No more games. Time for games is over. There we go. Yeah, so this one is our safety save. This is our going forward save. The one on the bottom. He's still not ready to be a hero yet. There we go. Yeah, I'm deliberately not saving much right now because I'm not sure exactly at what point I need to be in the story to trigger this next ending. So we're gonna go fight Lavos again. Oh, that was unnecessary. Oh well. And then we will... Oh boy. Not save. And we'll just go fight him. At this point, the Lavos fight is not really a thing that I'm terribly worried about. Like, I could die in it. I totally could. It's possible. But at this point, I'd kind of have to be, like, really distracted and just, like, almost set my controller down to have it happen. Bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah. I'm always hoping for a crit when Lucas shoots. Okay. That's definitely overkill, but whatever. Okay. Lavos fight time. There we go. On this one, I'm coming into the next fight with more hit points and more MP, so that's good. I'm getting more efficient at this fight every time I do it, which is nice, but at this point, pretty unnecessary. It goes pretty quick. Oh dang, with the crit. And there we go. Alright, so this ending is... it should be one ending. And if it's not that ending, I need to go back. I need to go back. Okay. So... Yes, this is the one. Okay. Oh, hey, it's the distant past. A lot of these endings could be like more accurately described as credit sequences. Like the first ending that I got, that's like the canonical ending. It's like, you know, that's what actually the game is saying has happened. And these are all like what ifs and side stories and stuff that's like, you know, a fun thing to play over the credits on your second playthrough, but they're not really an ending to the story, you know what I mean? Bye, Robo. Okay. No. Yes. Load game. This one. Okay. Yeah, so this was before I talked to Tata even, right? Yeah. So you're gonna watch me do those things again. And I gotta go talk to Frog again. Once again, not the most efficient way of doing this, but it's not adding that much time, but still. da 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 da. I always do that. Oh, nope. Yep, so now we go... talk to Melchior, I think? Or maybe Gasper in the time... end of time? We'll do both. One's on the way to the other. Yeah, so not him. I think we go talk to Melchior. And talk to him. Again, blah, blah, blah. The swords, the Masamune. Technically, I think the correct way to pronounce it is Masamune. But when I was a child and I played this game, my brain read it as Masamune. And I have never been able to not call it that in this game. Like, outside of this context, when I see the word Masamune, I read it as Masamune because I know that's what it's supposed to be said. Outside of this specific context, it's weird. It's a weird, like, tick that my brain does when I'm playing this game, where I mispronounce a very specific single word. It's like that. So now we go to the Prehistoric Past, which I think is this one? Yes. And we meet all the prehistoric folks, and we have the party, and the gate key goes missing. This is fine. I'm skipping that cutscene. So we go... We gotta find the chief's hut. Yep. Lots more talking. Oh, yeah. No, there's... Yeah, the talking happens at the party. Alright, so... First we talk... Yeah, we talk to her. Talk to this guy. Talk to this guy. Talk to Kino. Talk to a couple of these people, I think. Gotta get these two partying. Yeah, gotta talk to them again. Talk to them again. Talk to them again. Talk to them again. Talk to her again. Talk to her. Talk to him. Talk to him again, just in case. Talk to them. Talk to them. They're up there talking away. Talk. Yeah, I gotta wait until Marley comes down here to start dancing, and I think I actually have to dance with her, and then I can talk to... Yeah. Okay. And now I think I can... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, all about fighting the dinosaur people. Red Rock. That Red Rock. Yes. Come on. Yeah. Challenge for Red Rock. Skull Smash. Gonna drink. Drinking contest. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So now we do this part. Gate key's gone. This crew's fine. I mean, I could max out her speed. Sure, why not? So yeah, we go talk at the meeting ground? No, we go talk at other villages. Oh yeah, this is it, not it. I think it's down here, one of these huts. This one probably? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, there we go. Come on, can I move? Okay. I guess our model's lined up there in a way that we can... Just gonna do a safety save. Don't really need it, but whatever. Yep, Kino is a dum-dum. As we all know from the first playthrough. Poor jealous Kino. For shame. Alright. Go down here. Oh. I love that this enemy's name is a Killwalla, like a koala, but with kill in the name. Oh, I'm thinking of the late game version of that sprite. Yeah, the late game one you can't hurt with physical attacks, I think. Or maybe I've got it backwards again. Where am I going? Oh yeah, up here. That's right. Yeah. And, I'm surprised it lived through that. Interesting. We're getting into the part of the game where the enemies are actually tough enough to survive fights with me longer than the first hit. That's interesting. It's an interesting thing about this game, the way that it halfway commits to having fewer random battles. Like in some places it's got the enemies on the map and you can see them, you can see exactly where they are and you can avoid them if you want to. But in other places they just kind of, whenever you walk across a spot, they just jump out of the underbrush and you're done. Wait, I just ran around in a big circle, didn't I? I did. Uh-oh. I cannot afford to get lost here right now. Oh, there. Here? No, this is... Oh, this is the exit. It's right there. Okay. Silly me. it's another Twitch notification, which doesn't matter. Ah! Ah. Oops. And in here, I gotta go this way. Okay, almost there. Ka-ching. The dinosaur there is just is so tanky that it's better to just nuke them all. Otherwise I'm gonna be standing there, plonking at the dinosaur for like 5 minutes. What's... Oh, her strength is maxed out, okay. When I get Frog back in the party, I'll give him that strength capsule. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna suplex this fool. Alright, enough fooling around. There we go. Uh-oh, I've scrolled too far. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So, we're gonna do one more Lavos fight. And then I'm gonna take a little break, stretch my legs, all that stuff. And then I think I've got just one more to do after that. And then I'll be done for 2021. And I can start thinking about the new year. I might... might actually go through and do the sub endings to ending 1 at the very start of next year, just because I'm kind of feeling not done with this game, but I don't know yet. We'll see. I might take a week off from streaming also. I haven't decided yet. I'll just save it here. This is a good spot to save. There we go. No, not there. Is it this one? Yes, this one. Do 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 do. Hey. Ba ba. I've decided that this fight goes quickly enough that actually bothering to cast haste is a waste of time. It's better to just keep their hit points up so that I have to use fewer healing items in between the fights so that I'm in and out of the menu quicker. Running, running, running. Running, running, running. Ba 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 ba. I think this might be the last attack, so I'm gonna hold off. Yep, okay. Didn't want to waste time buffering stuff. Yep, yes, we get all the explanation of like what this, yep, we've seen this many times. Come on, yep, here we go. Oh, now that her speed's an 11, she gets an attack off before they get to move in this fight. That's good. Is it 2 attacks before they get a move? Wow, okay. I was hoping for a crit there. Alright, wait. Being a little risky here. This might be a huge mistake. Alright, nope, because that one dies. Yeah, and this one doesn't attack. So I'm safe to do this. Right. Everybody's hasted. Wait, nope. God, at this point, I'm so fast, I basically have this boss unlocked now. This is fun. And we're done. So, boss got like 2 attacks off? Oh, there we go. Okay. While this runs, I'm going to run to the restroom, stretch my legs. That way I don't have to bring a break card up and all that stuff. So I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, need a bit more of a break, so I'm gonna let the other credits roll. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take an extra long break, so I'm a liar. I'm gonna put up a break card. I'll be back in a minute. It'll be more than a minute. Okay, and we're back. Yes, and I was incorrect, actually. I have 2 endings left to do. So we're going to be here for probably, I would say, like another hour, hour and a half. So we'll be done right around lunchtime. Yeah, but now we're going to go fix this sword. And then we're going to give it to our buddy Frog. And then we're going to fight Lavos. And then we're going to go back and fight Magus with our buddy Frog. And then we're going to go fight Lavos. And then we're going to watch an ending. And then we're going to be done for the day. Alright, so this part, I think we just stand here and watch. Hands off. Gonna check in on my Discord buddies. Make sure everything's a-okay in there. Yeah, looks like everybody's doing okay. Oh, I actually have to click through this. My bad. Kind of want to play Chrono Cross now. Because I remember bouncing off of it pretty hard when it came out. And I'm trying to remember why. I think it was I did not like the combat system very much. If I recall. But it's worth another look, because I was very young when that... Well, I'm not very young, but I was young when that game came out, so... It's probably worth revisiting now that I have a wider experience of games and a better understanding of game mechanics and stuff. Maybe that's an idea for next year. So now we go to here. Yes. I think this is going to mean I have to fight Lavos with Frog in the party for the first time. Bum, 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 bum. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Gonna go over here, gonna talk to my buddy Frog. Gonna go... Oh, come on, come on. Weird. Alright, so now it's long cutscene time. One interesting thing I thought of while I was on my break is the way that the time travel physically works in this. It's like the gates, they don't take you to a specific point in time. It seems to like move forward in time as you do. Unless the gate key is taking them to a specific time, and they're dialing it in to be exactly a couple of weeks after they left. Or a few hours after they left. Because time passes in the past every time you go through a portal. Right? It seems like you're not encountering your past self ever. Like you're always after, which is kind of weird, and I'm sure they build it that way so that the story can make sense, because like otherwise you would just be constantly overlapping with yourself, or you'd go back in time and have to like wait there for a few weeks until like the history, like the time frame you're in, catches up to the time that you want to be at. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it locks him in here. So I think he fits the role that Marley usually plays in these fights better than anything else. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't equip the Masamune until we get to the place. We have a Wrath. Oh, that's on Robo, right? The other thing... Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do... Oh, wait, what armor does he have on? Okay, he's got a... Alright, so, yes, we're good. Oh. Oof. Whoop, whoop. Okay, there we go. Dodge those. So we're gonna walk over here and do a save state. Because that's gonna save us a hot minute. Yeah. Yes, this fight is gonna be slower than the other ones we've seen today, because there's gonna be no haste in it. But Frog has a little bit more damage potential than Marley or Marl, so it might even out. We'll see. Wait a second. Let me check something. I think this will be okay. We'll try this, and if not, I'll have to do this fight again. It's this one, yeah? Why can't I? Oh, hang on. Let me. Everybody's full stuff. No, not here. Here. What? There. Wait, no, not this one. This one. Oh, this one? Hello? Yes, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried that I needed to watch a cutscene before I did this, but we'll see how this goes. It should be fine. That's not very much damage. Let me try this one. That's not much damage either. Yeah, Frog's more of a utility player at this point. Yeah, I'm probably gonna mostly use him to heal. I might change up some equipment real quick here. Alright, yes. Put the haste helm on him. Put this on him. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, I should heal up. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's an idea. All right, I'll think about. I'll do that later. Alright, even when Chrono's hasted at the start of the fight, this guy gets to go first. That's fine though. I think I'm just gonna have him constantly heal and do MP maintenance. Oh, that's a good crit. That might save me an attack. Okay, we're all caught up now. I think maybe I buffered too many attacks in a row or something. Heal's probably unnecessary. Probably would have been better spent doing MP maintenance, but whatever. There, now he's doing pretty good damage. Like 1,000 isn't bad for that attack because it's low MP. So he's he can use it more throughout the fight without having to take a break to get magic points back. Oh boy. There we go. Oh goodness. You know what, I'm just gonna... Wait. I'm gonna let the guy in the middle live longer. I didn't see what the core did, so I'm just gonna hit them both. Oh yeah, its defenses are back up. Yeah, I should have just frenzied the middle one then. Yeah, that's a waste of a flare also. I could add her heal or something. It's probably inefficient to have Luca do any healing at all, but yeah, fight's over already. Alright. So hopefully, I didn't have to watch that cutscene to get the ending that I was looking for. Yep, got it. Okay. This one might be my... I think this might be my favorite ending of the, like, non-canon endings. I'm sleep, he's earned it fighting. Oops, I meant to let that stay on screen long enough to read. Some business to attend. Oops. Big old wolf with wings. Kind of like a Gallarhorn, if you think about it. Wolf with wings. Wolf with anyway. I'm not gonna. I shouldn't. I should not talk about Destiny as much as I do outside of Destiny streams. I bet Frog at the level I've brought him up to could totally do the Magus castle by himself. Yeah, him summoning his buddy. are the ones who remain are but sheep. It's vengeance! It's just, yeah, very cool with the game sound effects just playing in the background over the credits. Now, they both wear capes, so who knows who that is. I say that's Frog. I don't know about anybody else, but I say Frog came out on top. Okay. We're gonna load this guy. Alright, one more. This last bit will take a little while, because we do have to do the entire Magus Castle and all the fights in it, and then the cutscene after. And then we go and fight Lavos for what will be the last time of the stream. I forgot how long this flashback is. It feels real long. I don't know if it is or not, it just feels real long. Pew! Opening up the secret cave. All this stuff falls. Yep. Alright, and then now I think the Masamune is locked into his inventory. Yeah. Where is my hero's badge? There we go. There, alright. Oh, geez, yeah, there's just... Okay, it's just... They're out for blood in here, man. Oh, that was a bad damage roll on that Wonder Shot shot. So the gun that Luca has right now is basically... It deals damage based on what digits are showing in the time, in the play clock. At the time of, the time she shoots it. So sometimes she has, like, really bad, where am I even trying to get to here? Up above where those two are. Alright, let's see if I can squeeze by. Okay, there we go. Okay. Taking a look at the castle. Okay. Yeah, so this time I'm going to do it in the correct order. Oh. Nobody here. Fake mom, fake queen, fake dad, fake kids. Over here. Fake villager, fake dude. Real mid-ether, kid, weirdo. Up here. Sword on the wall. Sword on the wall. Out. running. Over here, fake save point. Wop. Welcome, blah de blah. All these beasts, yeah, yep, Yeah, what a horrible nightmare, all these beasts. Oh my goodness, oh, so scary. Yeah, so this time I'm gonna do, flee first, because they have the, well, actually, because Slash drops a save point when you kill him. So, you wanna take him out first. Talking. I'm actually gonna... Oh yeah, he has no... Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Oh, that's that. That's where... Okay. Here. There we go, that's good enough. Oh, yeah, don't talk to anybody. Don't talk to anybody. Don't. Alrighty, now we go here. Yep, don't talk to anybody. Don't talk to anybody. Oh, I have to do this fight. Talk. There, that's what I was looking for. Yep, so now he picks up his sword. That's not gonna... yeah. There we go. Okay. Just save this in here. I'm gonna run and take a quick bio. I'm not even gonna throw up a card. I'll just be right back. Okie dokie. Yep, but don't talk to anybody. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing. Teleporty save point thingy. Once again. Nope. Oops. Okay. So the rule of thumb that we're going to go with is if it's 3 or more, we're going to use multi-attack. And if it's 3 or less, we're just going to do auto battle. Okay, so that's 4. Dang, they're fast. They just get to go right off the top. Actually, now that I think of it, it should be more than 5 I need to nuke. Yeah, because they'll get an attack in. It won't do barely any damage, and if it's against Chrono or Luca, they'll get an attack of opportunity. Also, it's a big dungeon. I'm gonna run out of magic points. Yeah, but this is, yeah. I wonder if those things absorb all magic or just lightning. Nope. Ozzy's in a pickle. Ozzy's in a pickle. Right there. Yeah, now he's... running. Oh, wait, it's here. And then... Nope. One step too far to the left. Oh. I guess they don't have very many hit points. Okay, that's the save point. I'm not even gonna bother. There we go. Alright, so it's here against the wall. Nope. Ack. Ah! No. I really hate that you just have to memorize the layout. But there's like no way to tell. There we go. Oops. Those fights are stupid anyway with those things. Question is, can I make it up here and fight this guy before? Yes. Oh, nope. Okay, well. It's not like it does a lot of damage. Yeah, this is just a bunch more fights. No counter, huh? It is a 50-50 chance. There we go. Oh, they don't take magic damage, I guess? Weird. yeah, that's right, these. I like how he just has people hiding behind statues in the castle. May as well just take these now. Huh? Down you go. Sucker. Yeah. Oops, wrong one again. I do that every dang time. Probably don't need all these safety saves I'm doing, but whatever. Running. Running from these bats. Running. Oh, yeah. Oh, cutscene. I gotta skip the cutscene. Yep. Okay. So if we get the fire barrier or the lightning barrier, I think it's a one-hit kill. If we get the water barrier, it's not. Are we gonna... There we go. Black Wind Howls. The Magus Fight is one of my favorite fights in the game, to be honest, just because it plays against every other fight in the game, where, like, what you're expected to do is like, really quickly just keep up the pressure and and kill the thing quickly before it has a chance to throw a bunch of attacks at you. But this one, you gotta wait until you know what barrier he's on. Otherwise, he's gonna mess you up. And it's a really interesting, like, change of pace. It's like a change up in baseball. It's nice. It's really smart way to challenge you. Kind of smarter way to challenge you than maybe some other end game stuff that was added after the fact that I'm not a huge fan of now that I've finally played it. Okay, time for my little dream sequence. Bum bum bum. All right, now I think it's now that if I... Alright, so party. Swap. Equipment. Yeah, well, here's what I'm gonna do. Do I not have... Do I have anything... my idea is not gonna work. Yeah, because if she's vulnerable to... Yeah, here, I'll do this. I'm trying to not have to cast haste in the Lavos fight, basically. Alright. So there we go. We're gonna... save here. And then we're gonna go fight Lavos instead of messing with any of this other stuff. Which means we gotta go here. This side, and then go. Nope. Oops. There we go. Here, and then it's this side. Yeah, go here. Yep. Pew pew pew. Don't really need him that bad, but I'm gonna go over here, get my MP. Yes. Alright. Our last Lavos fight, folks. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I may have messed this up. I may have needed to go get the pterodactyls first, and then come here to do this. But there we go. The fight's so casual now, and they pretend to be out of breath now. I like to think they're faking at this point. Okay. Bum. Da. It finally happened. Crit? No, no crit. There we go. That's that one down. They're both getting a little low on magic points, so I'll probably... oh. Use... where is it? Oops. Actually, that's better. Oh wait, his defenses aren't down. I should have waited to cast his flare. Oh well, that's fine. Oh wait, no, they're down. Nice. Almost there. And there we go. So we're gonna go out on... I think we're gonna go out on kind of a goofy ending here. Which is fitting for me and my streams and the way that I stream and all this other stuff. But I'm gonna let it play for a little bit, and then I'll say my thank yous to everybody and say goodbye and wish well to 2021, and then Chrono, are you aware? Oh! I guess we should have maybe helped Alia fight off the Reptites before we went and fought Lavos. Oh well. Alright, so that's gonna do it for me streaming in 2021. It was really nice this year to get back into streaming finally, because for a while I had put it sort of on the back burner because of like other career stuff and just generally having other stuff to do and not having enough time to really stream as much as I would like. I got a lot of cool stuff done this year. I'm really happy that I managed to finish all my Extra Life milestones. I'm really happy that a lot of people donated to my campaign this year. I've raised a little over $1,300 for Children's Hospital Los Angeles, which is more than I've ever raised before. And for me, someone who doesn't stream that much and isn't as active in the Twitch community as I would like to be, it was like really nice to be able to raise that much money. I also got to participate in some really fun streams this year, which I helped to plan. There was a bunch of Extra Life LA streams. We did one in March that was really successful. That raised like $6,000 for the hospital. Really proud of that and everybody who was involved with that. So yeah, just I want to say thank you to everybody who is part of Extra Life LA and everybody who donated to my campaign this year, and everybody who helped out in other ways, because it takes a lot of support to do this type of stuff, do this type of fundraising work. There's a lot of people behind the scenes who maybe don't get shout outs all that often, who aren't as visible. Thank you to all those folks. You all know who you are. Yeah, it's been a really good year of Extra Life stuff and Twitch stuff for me. I'm really happy. The channel's grown a little bit. I'd like to, I always like to see it grow. I always like to get more people around talking in chat and all that fun stuff. Yeah, and that's the end of 2021. Happy New Year. It's been a real rough, weird couple years. But yeah, this is it. So, goodbye 2021. Hello 2022. Hopefully it will be a happier and healthier year for everyone, everywhere. And with that, I'm gonna shut up and stop streaming for a while. I might take next week off.